team's getting quite close now. What's the vibe like around the club? How are you feeling?
Yeah, only a few weeks away now, so the build-up's going well. Obviously a lot of energy, a lot of excitement around the building, and the date really can't come quick enough, so everyone's pretty excited.
Absolutely. And you've got a few new people added to the squad. Are you looking forward to playing with them?
Yeah, some exciting additions, obviously, to complement the great squad that we have here already. So, yeah, having previously played with, obviously, Jono and Kyle is pretty exciting. Greg Holmes, played with them at the Reds, brings a world of experience there, and really good operator. And then Ollie, obviously, an exciting signing as well. So, yeah, I think they'll really complement the squad that we've got here, and hopefully they can put their best foot forward when they get in.
How much is it of a benefit that they're both from Perth, the latest recruits?
Yeah, it's a huge benefit. Obviously, I think with most of the squad having played with them as well, there's obviously those combinations there, and guys sort of know what each other are looking for, and that makes a big difference in these tournaments. So, I'm sure they'll slip in seamlessly.
As a third local as well, Kane?
Yeah, Kane, obviously very exciting to have him back. He stepped straight in, he's been raring to go. So, he's a fantastic player and a quality human. So, he slipped straight in as well, really seamlessly, and he's really brought a bit of intensity to our training, which is fantastic.
How important is it to bring that extra depth, considering it's going to be a fairly quick start for you guys?
Yeah, and it's obviously a bit of a gruelling schedule with a lot of derby games back to back, and a lot of physicality is going to be there. So depth is going to be crucial. I think in NRC we used upwards of 40 players last year, and obviously Global Rapid Rugby probably used a few more as well. So in these kind of competitions, if you want to go deep, depth is key, and obviously these signings have added a bit of depth there, which is fantastic.
I think last time we spoke, the fixtures hadn't been confirmed. They are now.
Yeah.
Does that bring a bit of a spring to the training?
Yeah, now that we've got a date to work towards, obviously you can see the start line there, and you're working towards that, and we can work backwards from there in our preparation. So, the day got announced, there's a lot of excitement around the building, and guys sort of started talking about that first game, and we're going to start building, obviously, towards that now.
When do you actually... Sorry.
No, you go.
When do you actually go? I mean, obviously you've got to go and stay over there at this stage. I mean, hopefully you might come
Yeah, as far as I believe, depends on government borders, but I think we go sort of the day or two before play, and then we go into our hub if that's what we need to do if the border's not open by then. So, we'll play what's in front and be quick on our feet there, and I think we've got a resilient squad that can do that. So we'll just take what comes.
And having that first up bye gives you that extra week, I guess.
Yeah, another week's prep is always great, and I think we've been quite lucky in Western Australia how well the COVID-19's been handled. So we've been able to train, so hopefully we can use that to our advantage and make sure we're physically ready to go.
Considering the hub is probably the most likely option for the first few weeks, how has preparation changed, and have you been keeping a close eye on how the WA AFL teams have been performing in the hub? Yeah,
so I think upstairs have obviously been in touch with those guys and seeing what's working, what's not working, what sort of their regulations are, and working around that. So I think ours will be a little bit different because it's a few weeks after. So hopefully we have a little bit more freedom. I see the guys can't really go out and play golf at a golf resort they're staying at, which is quite tough. So like I said, whatever sort of comes our way, we'll deal with it. But ideally, I think the way things are tracking, and hopefully the way government regulations are going, we're only there a couple of weeks, worst case anyway.
So has there been any changes to preparation for the lads in going over and staying in one spot that's not their home for a few weeks?
I think obviously just we've done that before in previous competitions, and with Global Rapid Rugby we've had to travel overseas for a couple of weeks. It'll just be more once we get there, okay, what are the guidelines, are we allowed to go out and have a meal, all that kind of stuff we'll play with. But and then again, I think probably diet-wise, things like that will be a bit different. If guys are having to cook with other guys, that might be a bit different. Might be some mediocre meals cooked up there from some of our roommates, but like I said, we really don't know until we get there, and then we can deal with it.
Have you spoken to any of the new guys that are like Jono and Greg Holmes that are still in the quarantine?
Yeah, there's been a few messages exchanged there, and they're in good spirits. I think they're just excited. Obviously, Kyle and Jono, having been here before, and Jono in particular, who was here that year, everything happened, and then Greg Holmes has sort of watched from afar and coming with a fresh mindset and a good perspective there from a championship-winning team in Exeter is fantastic. So they're all pretty excited, and I think obviously they'll be raring to go once they get out of hotel quarantine, get a bit of fresh air.
The possibility of a lack of a crowd in these games as well, I guess, has that been taken into consideration when training?
Yeah, absolutely. So we're going to build over that the next few weeks. So, we've brought in different things like a bit of music and things like that to create the atmosphere. I don't think we're quite up to fake crowd noise yet, like the NRL, but Some sessions we try and train that it's very quiet, other sessions we try and create a bit of distraction. So we're playing with a few things there, and again we'll play to what the regulations are at that point in time. So hopefully we can get some crowds out there.